to the brutal crime perpetrated by Henry Young.
Outrage that has never before been perpetrated.
This act of barbarous criminality appears perpetrated by Moulay El Razouli.
He's most definitely the perpetrator and not the victim.
Names of the perpetrators by associate agent Sunhill.
Perpetrated by organized crime or revolution.
I shot the perpetrator, he fell out the window.
Perpetrators of this crime to justice.
No, I was the sole perpetrator of
They could perpetrate this fraud on the American public.
To perpetrate this war.
The evidence bears mute witness to the brutal crime perpetrated by Henry Young. Note the spoon.
This is an outrage that has never before been perpetrated here. A field marshal and
the British subject. This act of barbarous criminality appears perpetrated by Moulay El Razouli, sheriff of the Riffian Berbers in the...
Call her my mother. She's most definitely the perpetrator and not the victim.
I'm telling you, I got pretty
Here you are, sir.
What is that?
Names of the perpetrators by associate agent Sunhill found with minimum trouble.
Westerners with great wealth, mostly perpetrated by organized crime or revolutionary groups trying to extort medicines.
What you remember?
I shot the perpetrator, he fell out the window.
I know that. When did he pull his...
That we will do everything we can to bring the perpetrators of this crime to justice.
Did you have anything to do with this? No, I was the sole perpetrator of Poppy's demise, and ever since I have been...
Never imagined they could perpetrate this fraud on the American public.
I'd like to say one other thing. I think
I've been targeted by those who perpetrate this war and protect...
So nowhere else you can go to perpetrate these noises? The characteristics of...
That occurred shortly thereafter, the perpetrators have not been found.
By the state, the perpetrators dealt with. But if you look very closely,
How do you know? Because the crime I'm investigating, the perpetrators were driving a car with dealer plates, and they called someone who works here, so it'd be quite a coincidence if they weren't,
You fuck off back to your studio, pals, and dive back into that cultural genocide you guys are perpetrating. You know, a douchebag's born every minute.
Yeah, setting up communications. Now, the perpetrators are in the bank there, and
that's all I can tell you right now, fellas.
I don't know what the fuck it means, but you got some badass perpetrators, and they're here to stay.
I hear you.
Perpetrator then blinked 2 sets of eyelids. You mean blinked with both eyes?
As I wake up this morning, my wife's screaming.
We just need to distinguish your prints from the perpetrator, if they left any.
Of course.
By September, the perpetrators have ransacked the property and murdered the owner. On this occasion,
is an industry that has perpetrated the biggest fraud on the American public in history. They've killed
victims of one of the most vicious crimes ever perpetrated against humanity within the walls of their own church.
For the human rights abuses perpetrated by your own government.
He's on the rack, tight on 4. Get the
of London Diamond employees. I believe also that the perpetrator obtained the codes to the vault from Sir Milton's residence, most likely on the eve.
Scam in a lifetime of dodgy scams, being perpetrated with 3 of the most useless and unreliable fuck-ups in town. The evidence was clear. He was indicted for murder in the 1st degree while perpetrating a burglary in New Jersey that is punishable.
Foreigners! A vile crime has been perpetrated! Hairy monsters in coats.
Systematically, so efficiently. And how do the perpetrators of these murders live with themselves?